What do they got you in Serbia doing a fight night, Cuzzy?
Oh, it is great to be here. It's okay to be here, actually. No, it's great to be here. They got creamy peanut butter Snickers, which I don't believe they have in the United States. So that was a little delicious pre-Ask Me Anything offering. But yeah, so we're here in Belgrade. They call my number, I show up. We're very excited to be here. I'm very excited to answer your questions and hang out with you folks for the next 35 plus minutes or so. I have been told, and I'm going to a nice dinner in Belgrade tonight, so I'll have more to report on the back end on the Anik and Florian podcast. But I've been told that this might be the greatest fight crowd that I ever experienced, because the NBA crowds in this Belgrade arena and other live sporting event crowds are so crazy that this is supposed to be a sight to behold. And as you know, Jay, I've been rooting for chaos and a lot of that in-arena stuff for a while, so we're excited.
Yeah, well, sorry I came in too hot. So appreciate you all being with us. We're doing these every week. Ask Jon Anik anything. And we're giving out fighter cards, right? So the best question, not the best compliment of Jon like last week, but the best question will receive this Alexander Volkanovski fighter card from UFC 298. The ones from last week already went out. So best question we get, some really good questions last week. Best question we get, we'll get that card. I have some other cards here too that we're going to give out. I got Mackenzie Dern for next week, Sean Strickland, Anthony Smith. I don't know if we'll give out that one this week. Kennedy and Nzechukwu, Tatiana Suarez, Gilbert Burns. I get so many cards here, buddy. But
well,
anyway,
there are people who don't even know what you're talking about. So for those of you joining us today, and we appreciate you on the Anik Bros YouTube channel for checking out this Ask Me Anything. So what Jay has in hand are my fight-used fighter cards, and I make a new one for every fighter for every fight. It's sort of my way of studying. But right now, we got Daniel Rodriguez and Udo Šmedić. These are the cards that I will be going to the Octagon with tomorrow. But then when these two gentlemen fight again, these cards will end up in the hands of fans. So that's what we're doing here. And yeah, just a cool souvenir and something that you know has been on the Octagon. Some of these actually have blood on the back. So yeah, it's all systems go, but we're excited to sort of give back to the people that give so much to us in terms of the love and support.
I love it. Well, appreciate all the support. I have a couple before we drop some of the questions on your screen. I just have a couple questions. You may have seen them on your Instagram, but they're from my good friend, Andy Gresh, longtime Boston radio personality. He and I used to host a show together, and I thought that I had given him some information before he got these questions, but I just got to go here, right? He's like, Jon, have you ever snagged a piece of Joe Rogan's beef jerky that's always on the broadcast table? And I was like, anyway, answer that.
So he brings Daniel Cormier a bag of carnivore snacks just for Daniel, right? So Joe brings 2 bags of carnivore snacks, one for himself and one for Daniel. He's offered it to me, but I don't eat any food during those 8 hours. There was one time I had a banana because I thought it would be a good idea from a mental agility standpoint to fast on the day of a pay-per-view to see if it would give me added mental clarity. And for a while, it did until it didn't. And then I needed some potassium and a banana in the worst way. But yeah, those carnivore snacks are running hot in the broadcast booth every week. Thoughtful question, Gresh. Too bad they gassed your show with Jay.
So at one point you purchased some of these carnivore snacks or some type for Joe and DC, and you tried some of them. And I believe you said something to me about like, you felt like it was like eating a cow. That's what I was, right? Like you've tried some of these that were a little too organic, if you will.
Yeah. I bought those guys some Lineage, and it just felt like I was eating like beef tartare, which is not my thing.
So another one from Gresh, which I just have to ask.
Why is Gresh getting too off the top? I mean, what is inside baseball?
Well, Gresh isn't getting a fighter card, but I thought, he's asking which way does the toilet water swirl when you flush? Does it go the other way like Australia? And I'm like, what? The toilet water swirl? I assume you don't notice any of that.
I notice a lot of things, I guess, when I'm traveling internationally. This week, I didn't bring my razor. I didn't bring my credential. I forgot my international adapter.
Wow.
But, Gresh, I got 28 fighters to learn, not to mention more writing for television than any play-by-play announcer in the nation. So we don't have time to assess the swirling direction of the toilet water. Thank you, next, right? As Ariana Grande would say, thank you, next.
Once you flush, you got to get right out of there.